fungerer. Det gjør det.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome the director of the Institute and my old friend, Dr. Andreas Jakobsen.
Thank you, Dr. Pereira. 75 years ago, Miss Nellie Edwardson, overcome with guilt by the fortune her late husband's family had amassed producing mustard gas during World War I, founded our institute so that the wonders of science could instead be used to help mankind. In the 1950s, the institute identified overpopulation as mankind's single greatest long-term threat. Because of all the catastrophes we are seeing today, extreme climate and weather events, and the devastating impact on food and water security. Among the many solutions we conceived so many years ago, one which seemed then so ambitious, so out of our grasp, has finally borne fruit. And today we are proud to unveil what we fervently believe to be the only practical, humane and inclusive remedy to humanity's greatest problem. My colleague, Dr. Jørgen Asbjørnsen, will now present his findings. Are you ready, Doctor?
Yes, I'm ready.
Please take your seats. Please sit down, ladies and gentlemen, please. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Pereira, esteemed colleagues. 5 years ago, building on the research of our predecessors at the Institute, my team and I discovered a process by which all organic material can be reduced at the cellular level by a ratio of approximately 2,744 to 1. Such a process converts a man of 1.8 meters to just 12.9 centimeters. A wide array of flora and fauna were subjected in this process, and with the exception of some fish and shellfish, absolutely no side effects were detected. Please, lights. Once the safety of the procedure was confirmed, 36 brave volunteers joined my wife Anne-Helene and me as the very first humans to undergo cellular reduction. The process is short and painless, with only the mild discomfort of removal and replacement of dental and other prosthetics. The subjects are placed under light sedation, and after a brief rest, fully recover within an hour or two. Once completed, our little village, just 7 meters by 11 meters, was placed inside a gas-permeable enclosure designed to protect us from the hazards of weather, animals, and insects. Thus, we set about to live together in the world's very first self-sustaining community of the small.
I hold here in my hand all of the uncompostable waste produced by 36 people over 4 years. In this afternoon's session, we will outline our proposal for a 200 to 300 year transition for the world to transform from big into small. But for now, I'd like you all to meet some very special people.
And look, there is little Ronnie Nesterud, the first small baby ever born, and his new little sister Ulrike.
발명품으로 세계를 놀라게 했습니다. 인구 급증 및 기후 변화에 대한 장기 해결책을 위해 사람을 정상 크기에서 안전하게 축소할 수 있는 발명품입니다. 36년의 소형화된 사람에게 발명 성공의 증거를
nacionales para una conferencia semanal. Dr. Jorgen
Institute, himself now only 10 centimeters tall and ranges 18 grams, explained the rationale behind the invention.
Wow,
saying that success
that is
generated
wild, isn't it?
researchers
Just wild.
on the project for decades.
Say, Holly, you can go ahead and put the takeout order in. Thanks.
Institute director Andreas Jacobson.
You?
Yeah. You hungry?
I ate about an hour ago. I didn't know when you were coming.
You knew I was bringing food. I called you and asked you specifically.
Just a
And then you go and
sesame
eat?
chicken. I'm still hungry.
Screams premeditation. Yet relatively few people knew about his new book.
Did you see the news today?
About the little Swedish man?
Norwegian.
Yeah, Helen called to tell me to turn on the TV. What won't they think of next?
Unbelievable. Biggest thing since landing on the moon. Bigger.
I don't get it. Why would anybody want to do that to himself? I can shrink people down, fly to Mars. I can't cure my fibromyalgia. And all this fuss about the environment, that the world's gonna end tomorrow. I'm in pain. I can't breathe. Doesn't that matter?
Lots of people are in pain, Mom. In all sorts of ways.
Fuerte, fuerte. Ok. ¿Y ese duele o es más como un tingling?
More like this.
Dow has been runaway train technology as having a devastating impact on our world economy. We're losing billions of dollars in consumer spending already. It's hurting us in construction, automobile, housing, and defense. And then, of course, when we get to politics, Israelis shrinking Palestinians, African dictators shrinking rival ethnic
But
groups.
Ron, in any major transformation in society, are there serious growing pains? Sure. So at current mass and volume, human life on Earth is unsustainable. And facing that...
You know, that one guy makes a good point. The family on my block just moved away to get small. Now their house is just sitting there, thinking everybody's about to take a dive is what they're doing. Just when I'm trying to refinance.
My lane possession did just lose weight.
You and me both, buddy.
Hey, Steve, is that takeout order not ready? Hey, honey, brought food. What's wrong?
Splitting weight. The store was super busy and Carla was a total bitch on wheels. So I tried to throw up.
You wouldn't need to look for me.
Yeah, totally.
Just relax, honey. It's all the way.
Okay, here's the beautiful double living room with a fireplace. And come on here. And we have a working area for the kitchen. Big area. And the kitchen is just a complete wow.
That place in Benson.
Come on, just take a look.
This is great in here. Double oven, 6 burner gas stove. the pantry over here. Grand's got her down.
연습이 완벽을 만들지만 장난을 드릴게요. 제가 도와드릴게요. 무기가 준비됐어요. 힘내요. 제게 뭉쳐요.
Hey, Sean. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Good. Look at that. Anesthesiology, huh?
My wife doesn't give us sleep even without the drugs. But it's still awake. What's your field? Occupational therapy.
No, like career counseling?
No, it's just like physical therapy, but focused on workplace injuries and rehab, repetitive stress, lower back, that sort of thing. A lot of shoulder problems. I'm in-house over at Omaha Steaks.
He does a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, well,
Got a little carpal tunnel of my own from time to time. Tell me about it. Medicine these days is all about covering that. But weren't you pre-med down in Lincoln?
good memory. Yeah, I put in 2 years. Then my mom got real sick, so I moved back to Omaha to take care of her. I wanted to be a surgeon, actually. And we might have ended up working together. You could have been my anesthesiologist.
How about that?
Yeah. Dave? Dave Johnson! And Carol! I heard he was coming. I had no idea. He never struck me as the kind of guy who'd go get small.
So after a couple of years in Florida, we moved out to Vegas. Yeah, I think that's the last time we saw. Yeah. Well, Vegas wasn't such a good choice for me, as it turns out. Got into some real bad habits. Pretty much hit rock bottom. I tell you, any other woman would run to the hills. Carol, man, she's the same. She stuck with me. I really had to come clean about it. I mean, everything.
So the decision to...
Well, that's the thing. We both needed to change. Hit the reset button. Start all over again.
Well, plus it must feel good to know you're really making a difference.
You mean all that crap about saving the planet?
Yeah.
Downsizing is about saving yourself. It takes pressure right off, especially money pressure. I'm just not driven and ambitious like the rest of my family. Now, Carol and I, we like kings.
I'm still living in the same house I grew up in. I mean, Audrey's dying for us to move. We're really strapped. I mean, shit, I just finished paying off my student loans.
Yeah, well, listen, if you ever start thinking about it seriously, here's my 2 cents. There's a lot of small communities cropping up out there, but don't mess around. Leisureland's where you want to be. Best houses, best appliances, best doctors. They book all the big concert tours, got all the great restaurants. The kids love Cheesecake Factory, and Leisureland's got 3 of them. And hey, I'm not just saying all this for the referral credit, just so you know.
I like little Carol. She's got a lot on the ball. She's reading books I always wanted to read, speaking Italian, and she's never been fitter.
Well, they sure seem happy. Dave says he's getting pretty good on the drums.
Next year, they're taking the kids out of school to spend 6 months at a sister city in Tuscany. Cooking classes, yoga, wine tasting, the whole 9 yards.
Hey, Seth, Audrey, Smilo. Bad news. Your mortgage application and First National bounced back. The underwriter didn't like the income to debt ratios. They're a little excessive. I don't know if you guys can come up with another 10, 15% down. If you could, maybe boost it up a little bit.
I bet we'll be able to tell right away if it's for us or not.
Yeah, so let's not waste a lot of time. Maybe if we get to Santa Fe early, we can get a massage.
Sounds good to me.
안녕하세요. 빈군 привет.
거점을 공격하게.
I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like the gamblers. 모두 거점으로 이동합니다. When we're out together dancing.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Jeff Witkowski, Senior Product Specialist and Happy Homeowner here at Leisure 6. You having a good time? Come on, guys. You're a heck of a lot bigger than I am. Make some noise. Are you having a good time? That's more like. So, what do you think of my place? Pretty nifty, huh? It's the house of my dreams. Heck, I'd say this is the house of anybody's dreams. Why an average guy like me would have to work 20, 30, maybe 40 years to afford a place like this, if ever. Just wait till you see what's inside.
Jeff, you've got to stop inviting guests over without telling me.
Oh, sorry, Laura. I was only...
I've finally just got in the tub to relax after such a busy day.
Busy doing what, sweetheart?
Oh, no end of things. First, I took a tennis lesson and had a massage.
Nice.
And then after a gourmet lunch with the girls, well, we couldn't help ourselves, so we popped into that new Loger jewelry store downtown.
Loger? What's that gonna cost?
Oh, Jeff, you hush. I was really good. Just another diamond bracelet.
Just a diamond bracelet? That doesn't sound like you.
Break up the set. So, I got matching diamond earrings and a matching diamond necklace. All conflict-free and set flat.
How much?
Jeff, they look so good on me, and you should see.
How much, Laura?
Jeff.
I said how much?
$83.
$83? Are you crazy? Why, that's practically our food budget for 2 whole months.
화물을 옮기게. 화물 내가 받고 있어.
빈군 привет.
Putting it all together, if you liquidate your current home, cars, and other assets, and purchase the Regency Level Estate, remember that's a 12,000 square foot equivalent home on the 1.5 acre equivalent lot at a base price of $63,000. Then the health and fitness package, that's $4,500. You're gonna want to get that. It's gym, pool, sauna, steam, hot tub, and the tennis court. Then the medical procedures for 2 adults, that's $15,000.
So does insurance cover any of that?
No, but at the Regency level, you qualify for a substantial discount. And don't forget the federal tax credit. Right? So, taking a look at your current debt, your retirement, and your other savings, you are at $152,000 in equity. People, that is a very comfortable number. Comfortable?
That doesn't sound like nearly enough.
Well, no, see, you have to look at this column, Audrey, equivalent value. Your salary inside the picture zone. In leisure here, your $152,000 translates to $12.5 million to live on for life. I mean, come on.
Hold on. If this is such a good thing, how come
I would do it in a heartbeat. But my husband had a hip replacement, so he's ineligible. So, what do you think? Would the Regency level be your first choice, or should I show you something a little more deluxe?
That's why I haven't texted.
It's a good husband. Take a look.
Hey, how much for the hot dog cooker?
$4?
I'll give you $1.
Keep up to the exercise. Don't get lazy. Look, I laminated it for you, so you literally have no excuse not to do it.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Thanks a lot.
You bet.
Maybe someday me and my wife will be small. We'll come down and see you.
Well, I'd love that, but in the meantime, okay?
All right.
Just 15 minutes every night.
Okay.
It'll change your life.
Thanks, Paul.
See you, Dave.
We're here to wish Paul Sopranik farewell as he moves on to leisure land. And we wish him nothing but the best. Good luck to you and Audrey.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks,
And you guys didn't consider Treasure Island out in Palm Desert?
Oh, we checked it out, but I mean, I liked it all right, but Audrey thought they were a little stingy with the amenities. I mean, especially given what they're charging in monthly maintenance.
And I just turned to Paul and said, okay, you win. Let's go for it. We're just gonna miss you so much. I'm gonna miss you so. Look, it's not like we're dying, okay? We're just relocating. And we'll be back at least once a year, maybe more.
Yeah, well, Sarah, your mom couldn't bring herself to come. But she sends her love, and we're expecting you at the house tomorrow afternoon.
Glad you could make it, Larry.
What can I get you, Dad?
Look, why don't I hear? You guys visit.
Beer? Yeah, just any beer.
Great, okay.
Wish Mom weren't taking us on.
You know your mother. Frankly, I was a little skeptical about it myself at first. So, you remember Jerry Gross? I called him the other day. He was very tired down there with the whole shrinking thing you kids are doing. He says we get along just fine. Never better. He says he feels younger every day and that $1 buys $1,000 worth of stuff. Of course, they need that with all the medication Bev takes. But, yeah. No, I see. Apparently there's zero crime. I keep telling your mother.
Very safe.
When I was younger and I lost it.
Hey. You guys are the ones getting small, right?
That's right, my wife and I.
Good for you. No offense, but do you think if you're that small, you should still have all the same rights as the rest of us normal-sized people? I mean, like the right to vote?
Why wouldn't we?
Oh, well, geez, let's see. You're not buying as many products, you're not paying as much sales tax. Some of you aren't even paying any income tax. I mean, you're not really participating in our economy, are you? In fact, it costs more than money. Just having a good time. Hey, I'm just asking a simple academic question, all right? You know what? I think you guys should have a quarter of the vote at most. I mean, that's pretty generous.
Have a seat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Why don't you take a walk?
Cool your jet, big guy. You know what? Maybe an eighth of a vote. You could use the small one. Hey, normal size beer for normal size guys.
중력자탄 준비 완료.
I keep thinking I forgot something.
이것도 너프의 도시지.
moving to town, are you?
How's that?
I see you're moving to Leisureland. You look like a nice young couple.
Thanks.
Where are you from?
Omaha.
Spokane. Nervous?
Yeah, you know, little.
Don't be. It's the best thing you'll ever do.
With your permission, I'm going to record your answers to the following questions. May I begin the recording?
Sure.
Yeah. Please state your full legal names.
Audrey Lustig Safronic.
Paul Norris Safronic.
And do you, Audrey Lustig Safronic, and you, Paul Norris Safronic, understand that of your own free will, you will undergo the permanent and irreversible medical procedure commonly known as downsizing, and that following the procedure, your bodies will be approximately 0.0364% of their current mass and volume?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Paul, I need a yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. And do you give full consent to Gateway Medical Services to administer the medical procedure commonly known as downsizing?
Yes.
Yes. And do you understand that there exists an approximately 1 in 225,000 chance that the procedure could result in injury, permanent disability, or death? Yes.
Safronic. Paul Safronic?
Yes.
It's actually Safronic.
Anything, sir? We're together. Oh, someone will escort you. You will be separated for approximately 5 hours. Following the procedure, you'll be reunited in the recovery room. Okay, let's get you up here.
확보하고 있습니다.
All clear.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Me, I'm great. Just getting ready for the weekend. I see you've decided to join us.
Is it over?
Welcome to Leisureland. Can you tell me your name?
It's Paul Safronic.
Okay, good. I bet you're hungry.
Oh my God.
Isn't that cute? People just love that. I'll bring you a real snack in a moment.
Thanks. I think my wife is supposed to be here with me.
What's her name?
Audrey Safronic.
Let me see. We do have an Audrey Safronic scheduled for today, but I don't show her transferred over yet. She's probably just held up in dental. I'll go check.
Thank you.
Mr. Safronic, we've got a call.
Thank you.
Hello? Oh, Audrey, thank God. Where are you, honey?
Please don't be mad. It's hard enough as it is.
What's hard? Wait, what are you talking about?
Oh, they shaved my head, and then they started shaving my eyebrows, and I just thought, what am I doing? I can't leave my family. I can't leave my friends. I'm sorry, Paul.
Where are you? Are you at the airport?
Please don't hate me.
Okay. Just get in a taxi and come back and we'll talk about this, okay? We'll go back to Omaha and we'll think this through together. Wait. You're not leaving.
understand how I feel? I feel terrible. I let you down. I feel awful. But I realized I was just doing this because I was trying to make you happy, and I should have been thinking more about myself.
Thinking about yourself? Thinking about yourself? You know, you haven't even asked me how I am.
Don't yell. Don't yell at me or I'll hang up.
Do you have any idea what I have been through today? Audrey, if you don't come back here right now.
And see you all small. I'm upset enough already.
You're upset? You're upset? I'm the one who tried fucking you just all!
I'm sure sorry to hear Mrs. Safranek couldn't make it today. Safranek. Well, not a half-bad idea to scout things out, get everything ready for her. The net wants a lot of UV rays, but you still might want to put your hat on. And anytime you want to go somewhere, you just hop in one of these bad boys. If they're in short supply, well, always share. Fun to share. I know I've met super people that way. Just super. Yeah, isn't that something?
You're right here.
Big white oval building is one of our 7 sports centers. That's the one that houses the market.
Familiar?
The Barrington.
My sister's got one. She loves it.
Well, sir, here is the key to your kingdom. Welcome to the good life.
Oh, they stocked the kitchen with standard items. But one thing I should warn you about is the dairy. It takes a while for your stomach to adjust to the milk and the cheese, so go easy on it. Something about bacteria. And be careful about the hot water. It's on one central system, and they got that cranked really high. Surprised they haven't had a lawsuit yet. Oh, but you didn't hear that from me.
Thanks, Matt. You're a nice guy.
And Paul? Thanks for helping the planet. Okay.
And now the United States, where for many years both the Department of Homeland Security and the Immigration and Naturalization Service have been warning about the ease with which downsized people, from illegal immigrants to potential terrorists, could penetrate U.S. borders. Last week's discovery in Eugene, Oregon provided new evidence to support that claim. Brian Fackler brings us up to date.
This Target is just one of thousands of big box stores around the country. Import almost 1 million tons of goods weekly, most of it from Asia. Last week, workers here in Eugene opened a suspicious TV box and discovered 17 downsized stowaways from Vietnam. 14 of them already dead, 2 more dying hours later at a local hospital. On Friday, the lone survivor, a woman named Ngoc Lan Tran, was transferred to a hospital at Leisureland Estates in New Mexico, widely considered the country's top medical center for the small. Doctors were forced to amputate a portion of an infected leg, and today her condition is described as fair but stable. According to a statement from the Department of Homeland Security, Ms. Tran claims to have been jailed for her political and environmental activism and was neutralized against her will in a Vietnamese prison facility. If true, this would bolster claims by human rights groups that requested something from around the world.
So, do we need to review any of the terms of the settlement?
No, it's all pretty clear.
I really wish you'd taken her first offer.
I know.
Just step back a little. I don't want you to get hurt. As large as you can, please. Nice weather down here. Turned real cold back in Omaha. Wind chill.
Thanks, man. You were right. Racing my monitor really did the trick. My neck feels better. There's no more tickling in my arm. I would have never made the connection. That's great. I'm really glad I could help.
Thank you for calling Land's End. My name is Paul. How can I help you today?
Ciao, bello.
Hi, Carol.
Hey, pal. Why the long face? Huh? Look around you, buddy. Life is good.
I made a mistake, Dave. Biggest mistake of my life. Should have stayed where I was.
Hey. Look, I know divorce can put a pretty big dent in anyone's self-esteem. And what Audrey did to you was beyond the pale. I mean, I hate her. I barely know her. You may not hate her. I hate her guts. You just gotta get back in the saddle, that's all.
Oh, maybe someday.
You want my advice? Single moms is the way to go. Yeah, they got the whole kid thing out of their system, and they just want to party.
No, that's okay.
And if you don't want an emotional connection, which is understandable, you can just, we have all sorts of ways to have a good time down here. No strings attached. Just put on your own credit card.
No, I'm good. Really.
Okay, yeah.
In fact, I started seeing someone.
Oh, yeah?
Single mom, actually.
Mm-hmm. Now we're talking. Good for you.
Paul, this is so good.
Thanks. The recipe called for chervil, but you can't get chervil here yet, so I used dill.
Well, whatever it is, it's super yummy.
It's the little things, you know. I mean, except for there being no birds or insects, you'd think we're in the normal world, and then something happens, and you realize we're not. I mean, not that substituting dill for chervil is that big a thing, but you know what I mean.
Like last month, my parents came down to visit Jonah and me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this whole production with the carrying boxes. And of course, Jonah gets freaked out by Grandma and Grandpa being so huge and scary. One night they took us out for dinner at Fleming's. You know, real nice. And Jonah and I are sitting on the table in those special seats, and the big people wouldn't stop staring at us. Plus, the restaurant brags about how small people are welcome, and then they charge a huge minimum.
They should charge big people extra. They're the ones dragging down the world.
I know. Big people look at us like we're freaks. They're the freaks. Oh, did you hear about all that gas being released in Antarctica from the ice? The methane?
Oh, I haven't really been following the news that much lately.
Apparently it's a big deal. Scientists are saying the more the ice melts, the more methane comes out, making more ice melt. Apparently we're already way beyond the tipping.
It's my upstairs neighbor. It was the strangest thing. There wasn't a peep for months. I don't even think he was here. And then suddenly it's party, party, party. I had to call security the other night.
Dushan! Hey, Dushan! Dushan! Yes? You mind turning down the music? I'm trying to have a quiet evening down here.
Hello, my friend.
Hello, Dushan.
May I come in?
Certainly.
So, listen, Pete.
Paul, and Kristen.
Ah, hello, Kristen. Hi. I'm sorry I'm disturbing your nice little dinner. Listen, as I was saying, Paul, I'm having one more, little party at my place tonight. Not big like last time, very small. Just a few close friends. No. Is that a rose?
Yeah.
A real rose? Where'd you get a real rose?
It's a new store, full-size flower mart.
How much they charge you for this? Quoi, ma chérie?
Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Tu viens d'arriver avec la nourriture et ils ont besoin de payer. Reviens, bon.
Oui, ma chérie, j'arrive. Anyway, as I was saying, Paul, if tonight noise disturbs you, just come upstairs, talk to me. Don't make big show like last time, yelling like crazy men. We're neighbors. Neighbors are friends. What's better, even come to the party.
Thanks, but like I said, we just want to have a quiet dinner. Just try to keep it down, okay?
Yes, darling. Of course.
Oh, thanks for a really nice time. Plus the cooking and all. Sorry I have to leave so early, but the sitter.
Yes. Yeah, no, I was... Up one floor. Okay. Yeah, one more. Oh, that's it. Anyway, I was hoping Sunday we could bring Jonah. I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, maybe.
Something wrong?
No. You're a wonderful guy, Paul. And I really enjoy hanging out with you.
Uh-huh.
But if I'm honest about how I'm feeling, it might be too soon for me.
It's fine. I get it.
No,
I get it. No, it's fine.
I just mean if we're bringing Jonah into it.
Have a nice night.
No, Paul!
You come and drink. Roll.
As a peace offering.
Oh.
Look, everyone, this is Paul, my neighbor, and look at what he brings me. A real fucking rose. You think any of these other ungrateful sons of bitches think to bring something to Dujan?
No, you're the only one. I like you. But I know I said it's only a little party, but I make 2-3 phone calls to very close friends. Look what happens. Everybody comes. There's nothing else to do in this fucking city after 10 o'clock. Now, this I do not understand. It's not as if so many people have work in the morning. You know, this is the worst trait about small people. They're lazy. No. Lazy. Like this lazy son of a bitch. Conrad.
What's that you're saying about me? What lies are you telling?
Oh, just that in small world, no one wants to work.
What did you expect? It's a wonderful thing about becoming small, because you're immediately rich. Unless you're very poor, then you're just small.
Conrad is sick, Captain. Oh? Never more than 10 meters away from his boat.
Oh, I do like my boat. There she is. Sonia, my beauty. You see, I'm from many generations. All the way back to my grandfathers, my father, all sea captains.
So, what brings you to Leisureland?
Dujan? He even convinced me to become small, mostly for the women and the parties. And frankly, my wife had all the money, and after she left, things became a bit tricky.
Well, I can relate.
It's quite wonderful to be small, don't you think?
I'd say it has its pluses and minuses.
Next week I'll be in the Seychelles, and 2 weeks after that I'll be sailing with friends for a month on Lake Titicaca. Can you believe I've never been to Lake Titicaca?
Well, now how does the boat get from place to place? I mean, you can't sail it.
FedEx, my dear boy. Sonia travels faster than I do.
How'd you get a tiny harpsichord down here?
Well, I did not have to have it made.
Wow.
Who is that?
Who's that?
Yeah.
That's little Ronnie.
That's little Ronnie?
The first small baby ever born back in Norway.
Shit, that's little Ronnie.
Yeah. You should go talk to him.
Sorry, excuse me. Is it true you're little Ronnie?
Well, maybe not so little anymore. Yeah, that's me.
Wow, that's, do you think, would it be cool to get a selfie?
Yeah, man, get
Awesome.
so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Wow.
Thank you, so are you. What is that? No, I need to know. I have allergies. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna take off my
Well.
Morning, Mr. Deuce. We come clean for you. Mr. Deuce, for you.
Que viven como asquerosos.
You had fun. You didn't know you were so lucky to have exciting neighbors such as me.
Well, I've never been to a party like this. So many Europeans. Did you know little Ronnie was here? I mean, he is historic.
Boring. Good-looking, dumb Norwegian guy goes around the world having sex with everyone. Women, men, hermaphrodites, dogs, goats, monkeys. He'll be the first small baby to die of syphilis, but historic.
Oh, apparently he still lives in the original colony, you know, over in Norway. I've always wanted to see that.
It's all right.
You've been there?
Yeah, I go once or twice a year. Conrad, too. We make business there. Very good business.
Must be something to see. You can't even get pictures of it online.
Yes, my friend. The world is filled with things to see. You know, I don't know you, Paul, but I like you. I like you very much. And my advice is, get casting little fucking apartment and open your mouth. Don't be so American. Nice guy, Paul. We're pathetic. Last night you danced, you laughed.
Who are you to talk to me that way?
Dusan Mirkovic, your neighbor. Neighbors are friends of truth. Okay, a little bit asshole. Needs assholes. You'd go out.
Dusan, bye. Dusan. Dusan, bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
When I think of big people becoming small, all the new small cities in the world, I see opportunity. I ask myself, why they become small? Environment? They become small to have in our world, which, by the way, is the concept. I say to my brother Surjan, I work with she's still my wife too. Why not bring very special items, luxury items, to the small consumer? The things that nobody to bring.
Such as?
Cohiba Esplendido, Cuba, best cigar in the world. How much you pay for this when you're big? $45, $50? When you're small, I sell you this cigar for $1. And from this one Cohiba, we make about 2,000 cigars. Okay, maybe they're not actually made in Cuba. Maybe they're rolled by little Albanians into Janovats, but who cares? And this is just one thing. There's perfume, cologne, brandy, port, calvados, truffles, caviar.
Is all that legal?
Baby, this is Wild West. Who has time chasing after some fucking Serbian guy 5 inches tall over a few cigars and some wine? My brother and I are now in 7 small cities around the world. 7. And, Paul, listen, anything you want, I can get for you. Anything, anytime. Excuse me a minute.
Hello? Can I talk to you for a minute?
Naproxen. What is do?
Naproxen. Anti-inflammatory. Pain and swelling.
And this one, what this one do?
Well, Vicodin, that's also a painkiller, but I mean, you want to be really careful with that one.
Painkiller? Painkiller good?
Listen, this is not my apartment, and, you know, I'm sure you're probably in a lot of pain, but you shouldn't steal pills.
I know steal. Me too old, no good. Mr. Dewson, he say me, okay, I take away thing. Pill for sick friend. Oh, finish now.
Well, whatever's... I can see that you have a really, really bad prosthetic foot, and I'm sure it's causing you pain in your right hip and knee, probably your other knee, your lower back.
How you know these things? You a doctor?
Occupational therapist. Wait a minute. You're from a couple incidents. From Thailand or something? What's your name?
Trần Ngọc Lan, Vietnam.
Yang Ngoc Lang from Vietnam. Yes, that's right. Remember that you lost your leg below the knee. That's... Do you know who this is here?
Of course, the famous Ngoc Lan Tran. Dramatic escape from Vietnamese prison, almost died, so now she can clean my house. America, big unity.
Push up, push again, push, push, push. Okay, that's it. Now take your heel back towards you. Even harder if you can. Even, yeah. Yeah. You put your hand right here. Now, feel that, okay? See that crunching? You hear it? Yeah, that's arthritis. That's already pretty bad.
Pal, you're full of surprises. You can do this, but you work shit job answering phones.
Well, when I moved down here, I didn't think I'd be working, so I let my license expire, and now I'd have to get it in a whole nother state, and it's a boring story. I hate to say it, but if you don't do something pretty soon, you're gonna need a new knee, maybe even a new hip. You gotta go to a specialist as soon as you can and get a whole new foot. In the meantime, I could make some adjustments on the existing prosthetic and maybe give you some pointers on how to walk better. I just hate to see you needlessly suffer after all you've been through.
Okay, I finish work, you come with me.
Yeah, no, I could get my tools. I can do it right here.
No, I say you before, my friend sick, need pill. You come with me my house, help her.
I can help you with this, but I'm not a doctor. Your friend, whatever, gotta go to a
Clinic no good. I bring her clinic wait too long time. Say no help for her. But doctor in big world. Me. You come with me now. Come.
You live near here?
No, still far.
Maybe we should grab a car.
Don't need car. Take bus.
If you don't mind my asking, you were so famous a couple years ago. I mean, everybody was talking about you. I just would have thought you'd have been giving speeches or writing books. How'd you wind up cleaning houses?
Need money for live. After TV box, I stay hospital so long time, almost died. Then 3 host family, but too much problem. New Zealand people too selfish. Better I live only me, work job, make money, easy.
Compadrito, si apenas se descuida se le echan agua y es muy dañina. ¿Es que el agua está buena? Pues no ves que te la bendice. Fíjese que la otra vez pedí un vermouth batido con piqueta y me trajeron puro alcohol de madera. ¿Qué pasó? Pues miraba yo sudando. Pues como le decía este compadrito, hay que fomentar la justicia para alejar que le...
Puede decir, ya. Ya hablo cuando le digo.
Yo! Come on! No time for baby drinks.
Can I ask how high we're going?
7th floor.
7? Well, can we use the elevator?
No elevator. Vaya Denise, no hay estacionar. 준비할 시간을 작업을 찾을 수 Take the shoe. Hola, Gladys. This lady, Gladys. Gladys, my friend. She's very sick. Gladys, how you feel? ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? I bring food for you. I bring doctor. Yes, ma'am, doctor. Hombre médico. Médico. This lady Gladys alone. Look at nobody. That's why Mexico when they make small. Stupid people forget to go from the thing. Head explode. What? What's the head explode? Head explode. She come alone with no money. I need her to help people. Her family. Rich land people. Now she's sick, no more work. Okay, you take care of her.
I can't do anything. That woman is really sick.
Yes, she died soon. Yes, sir. Yes, all over. I believe her, she died. Most bad thing die alone. Come on, be like that. Make her feel good. Which feel most good for her? You know, baby. Which feel most strong? Yes, Percocet. Very good for pain. How much? 2, 4, 5. How much? 2. This lady very sick. Oh, you get 4.
Smile, Dolores. Have you tried to move her every couple hours so she doesn't get bed sores? We should probably do that. Go. There, okay.
See, you know things. Thank you, Mr. Decent Friend. That's good.
Okay, well, let's make those adjustments. Just wanna slip off your foot.
No, foot. I'm tired. You go away. I stay with Gladys. You go away now.
Really?
I'm tired. You go away.
I just don't know when I'm gonna see you again.
Thursday. You come Thursday, okay? Thursday morning, you come 6 legs. 10 o'clock.
My name's Paul, by the way. Paul Sopronic. Let's see. The extra large is available in Glacier, Pebble, Tulip, Cayenne, Mock.
Cayenne, is that like red?
It's a brownish red. It's more like brick.
Do you think moss is pretty?
You know, I don't know. Lady, why don't you just pick a color, please?
Don't be short with me.
What did you say?
Show.
Where's Gladys?
Oh, she died.
I'm so sorry.
I think maybe I used too much pill. Anyway, she died very happy, smiling. Okay, you fix foot now. You do quick. Must clean house soon. 1 hour. You do quick. Quick.
Thank you, very nice.
You finish soon, okay? I'm very busy.
I'm getting there. I guess you like butterflies. Butterflies?
Yes, I like very much. When I little girl, My father, he take me, my sister, go see butterfly. Near my village, they live in the tree. You know, they fly cold place to hot place every year. Stay tree, then go away, come back.
Like a migrating butterfly.
Yeah.
That sounds beautiful. How do you say butterfly in Vietnamese?
Con bướm.
Con bóng?
Con bướm.
Con bóng. You miss your village?
No more village. Government make the people go away, put water all over everywhere. Too much water.
Too much water?
Big water for make electricity.
Oh, damn.
Yes, dam. They make dam. Many village, no more. That's why I go fishing. Me, my sister make protest. Big protest.
Uh-huh. Well, where's your sister now?
She died fishing. Too cold, chest fill up bed. She died. What happened?
Just no, give me a minute. Just...
What you do?
No.
You stupid man.
Anyway, we'll get you a good one. Is that so hard to understand? Jesus.
Don't say Jesus bad way.
What, I'm supposed to watch my language? Listen, my mother.
I feel sorry for your mother, Pastor. She suffered too much for your fault. Not do so fast. They can clean anytime. Stay in direction. Clean good.
Yeah, and you can take these. These are samosas from a couple of days ago.
I take all these.
Oh, this is dancing it. Might be a little bit old.
Oh, in prison we die for such things.
Okay, not too many leftover entrees today, but I threw in lots of baked potato soup.
Hey, Ryder.
Hey, finally got yourself a helper, huh, Knockling?
This Paul, he brain my foot.
How'd you manage that, buddy? Long story, we'll shorten that.
He's stupid. Hola, soy Karina. Hombre.
Ay, sí, chinita. Que se lo pague Dios.
¿Cómo está pulmón? ¿Cómo está pulmón?
Hoy me siento un poquito mejor. Gracias.
Okay, over here, this way.
Mucho dolor, ¿verdad?
Sí, me duele mucho. Yo lo bañé, lo restregué, le puse hierbas en todo, pero nada le sirve.
Ringworm, which I don't know how to say in Spanish, but ringworm is a fungus, so you want it dry. Seco, no baño, no agua. And see if I can pick something up at the drugstore and bring it for you tomorrow.
Yes, you bring. Mañana medicina. Mañana medicina.
Mañana.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I'm coming.
Muchas gracias. No se imagina lo que está pasando.
Take care for him. See you next time.
So that's it? We go home now?
Now we go church for Jesus. You come back tomorrow, pick me up 8 o'clock.
Yeah, okay, I'll be here.
Good morning, Mr. Dutton. We come clean for you.
really love you. You're such a funny guy.
Hilarious.
Like I said, you're too much a nice guy.
Just until she gets me. Wait. Doctor said a month, maybe 6 weeks.
That's an eternity.
I know. Meantime, she's stuck with a peg leg, which is almost as bad as having nothing at all. I mean, look at her. She's waddling around like a goddamn pirate.
You know, talk with Mr. Dushin. You go upstairs with Veronica.
I heard you.
Don't worry, Paul. Dushin will save you.
Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Take everything. Mr. Conrad and I are leaving day after tomorrow and don't know when we'll be back.
Okay, good. Thank you. Paul, Mr. Dushin say I take all the food. You go find the big box.
But in a minute, first there's something very important to discuss.
Me?
This is the situation. I don't know exactly what, but something big. Something. Take everything. Mr. Conrad and I are leaving day after tomorrow and don't know when we'll be back.
Okay, good. Thank you. Paul. Tomorrow, pick me up.
Okay, I'll be here.
Good morning, Mr. Dushin. You.
분리자동 모드에 오신 것을 수비를 준비하십시오. 영웅을 선택하십시오.
Answering telephones was not dignified enough, David. Now you progress to cleaning toilets. I love you, Paul. I really love you. You're such a funny guy.
Hilarious.
Like I said, you're too much a nice guy and a little bit pathetic guy.
Just until she gets a new foot.
Where will that be?
I don't know. The doctor said a month, maybe 6 weeks.
That's an eternity.
I know. Meantime, she's stuck with a peg leg, which is almost as bad as having nothing at all. I mean, look at her. She's waddling around like a goddamn pirate.
You know, talk with Mr. Dushin. You go upstairs with Veronica.
I heard you.
Don't worry, Paul. Dushin will save you.
Wow.
Yeah, Mr. Take everything. Mr. Conrad and I are leaving day after tomorrow and don't know when we'll be back.
Okay, good. Thank you. Paul, Mr. Dushin say I take all the food. You go find the big box.
But in a minute, first there's something very important to discuss.
Me?
This is the situation. I don't know exactly what, but something big, very big, is happening at the original small colony. You know, the one in Norway. Yeah. They want me to go there right away with a very important delivery. It's too complicated to explain. Top secret, very urgent. Most important, they are offering us very big money. That means we need extra help. To do this quickly and make them happy, and I'm sorry to say we need the same excellent help who's currently helping you.
That's right, Knockland. I have to go with these guys to Norway.
So, you say Paul go with you Norway?
That's the situation. Emergency situation.
And deeply humanitarian.
I mean, Knockland, I will be able to help when I get back, 100%. You get the new foot.
You leave Wednesday?
Yes.
And how long you go?
10 days, maybe more.
Okay. Yes, Norway. I go Norway too.
No, not you. Only Paul.
I go Norway too. Paul, you help me on the trip.
But you're very busy here with humanitarian activities on your own. And your cleaning business.
Veronica and other ladies know every place. They do for me, I pay them good. No problem, I go. Norway colony people invite me so many times, but I never go. Feel so guilty. They so nice people.
Well,
When I hospital so long time after TV box, people all over the world send me every card, flower, candy, make me feel good. So many letters. One letter very special I never forget. From Jorgen at Bjornsen.
You got a letter from Jorgen as Bjornsen?
After Bjornsen write me, say he feels so bad. I suffer for him. He say he painful. He never think make small so bad for people. After Bjornsen letter make me feel so good. I write letter. But I happy being small. He say me make trip go Norway every day. But I'm too busy. Always too busy now. Jesus give me special gift for Norway. Thank you, Mr. Lucian. Thank you, Andrea. Yes, I go Norway too. So happy. Thank you, special time. And his wife.
Oh my God, Jorgen as Bjornsen. Hello? It's such an honor.
See, Paul. Jesus, smile for me. I say, Paul, I want to visit Norway only for meet you.
It's true.
I'm on Helena.
Hello.
Please join us. We're watching the river go.
You have no idea how terribly people were by this John's case.
Jorgen has lost so much sleep over all the abuses.
It's humbling, huh? Nature is such a patient sculptor, grinding a tiny bit each day, slowly, for thousands of years, makes such a
But wait. For the red foot, wait.
You have to excuse there in these past 2 days have been especially such a big decision to make. Normally, when we visit the colony, we like to spend a few days in Henningsberg, but then the leaders came. Yeah, well, here we are. 7 minutes, it's just that.
We hit me?
Not necessarily okay.
Yeah. That's not new, is it? I mean,
You are the end. The end of everything.
The world has already seen 5 major extinctions. Another will begin. I didn't want to leave. None of us did, but there we were in Helsinki, big and small, climatologists, bacteriologists, demographers, physicists, immunologists. 26 Nobel Prize winners among us. We built all the models, did all the math, and our conclusion was consistent. Homo sapiens will soon vanish from the Earth. It is now an actuarial certainty. No matter how the end will come, environmental disaster, pandemic disease, unbreathable air, impotable water, not enough food, nuclear winter, some combination of them all. Relatively soon, the Earth will indeed purge itself of human life. And God knows how many other species.
do you really mean extinction? What about downsizing?
Yeah, too little, too late. Only 3% of the world has miniaturized. There simply isn't enough time. Not a very successful species, this Homo sapiens, even with such great intelligence. Barely 200,000 years. Alligator has survived 200 million years with a brain the size of a walnut.
People have been predicting the end of the world for thousands of years. Now it's really happening. I guess somebody had to be right someday.
So sad. Very sad. Okay, I go sleep now. Good night, Paul.
Good night. You okay?
High five.
You know, maybe I should take a look at your leg.
Okay.
Oh, yep. Wow. That peg is really making the skin chafe. You know, if somebody told me 10 years ago, one day I'd be 5 inches tall, divorced, helping a famous Vietnamese dissident get a new foot while cruising up a fjord in Norway, discussing the end of the world with Northern Bjornson, I'd have said he was crazy. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's that sound?
The Greek.
That's it. That's the original colony. Well, and there's no net, no walls?
No, we've been lucky. We are too close to the sea for the mosquitoes. And over the years, we realized that the birds, they prefer the lemmings. But yes, this is where we started many years ago. George, good to see you. Welcome. No.
Again! Oh, thank God you're here! Why didn't anyone tell me? Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I love you both so much. Oh, ever since the decision, I didn't feel right without you here. And you know how I am when I worry. I can't eat, I can't sleep. Ask anyone here, they tell you.
Sorry to interrupt, Jürgen, but we need your advice immediately.
Yes, okay. Excuse us, Solveig.
Of course, darling, you got important things to do. Oh, Dushan, bless you for coming so quickly.
Solveig, my darling, I'm always happy to help in difficult times, and easy times, and happy times. It's always a pleasure to come and visit you in your lovely village.
Oh, it is lovely, isn't it? I can't bear to think I won't see it again. You know, I'm the one who made this colony possible in the first place. I've been coming since I was just a baby. I remember one time... Wait, I know you. You were in my dream last night. You were a horse or a pony, something very strong. And I mounted you and rode you through a dangerous forest.
Okay.
And here you are, right before we leave.